I love talking day trading strategy, but most importantly, we need to build reality around these strategies, and it's going to be at my expense. And yes, I'm going to look stupid, but if we can form an anchor in reality so that you have a baseline so that your expectations are in line with reality, then I will consider this mission complete. So let's build some reality first and foremost.
I just wanted to be honest and I wanted to be real with you guys. And so...
Now to start off, I'm gonna actually make myself look really good, really smart. I wanna walk you through a day trade that I made that, as you're gonna see, didn't take very long. And when you put in the fact that it only took, well, I'll just let you know right now, 4 seconds, and then you see how much I made in 4 seconds, yeah, I'm gonna be looking pretty cool. So what I am trading here are options. If you do wanna learn more about options, just comment below option guide and I will link you to a totally free class I put together called The Big Basics of Options. But that's besides the point, because what I'm trying to convey here is just more of an overarching idea in regards to day trading strategies. But moral of the story here is that when I am able to buy this option, if you're not familiar with my screen, this white line here is going to turn green. And then as soon as that happens, another white line is going to show up, and that will be me trying to sell. And then as soon as that white line there turns green, that means I have been able to sell. So white means I'm either trying to buy or sell, and green means I've been able to buy or sell. So white means trying, green means it's already occurred and it's been a mission accomplished. So let me get this rolling and let's see how this plays out. So right there, you can see it turn green. So that means I have been able to buy. And if you look over here, you'll notice that the numbers are flashing around, and then the number shows up, or that shows up there. That will be my ultimate gain or loss. So you can see white right there because I'm trying to sell, and it did turn green. So I was able to sell. And after all was said and done on that one, I made $350. The kicker being right here in this column, the executed time, you can see that trade, as I mentioned earlier, took all of right there. You can see if you do the math, it's easy math, but that took 4 seconds. And I mean, that is pretty crazy. $350 in only 4 seconds.
Why? Because I am awesome.
No doubt about it, a great feeling. So what I chose in this situation from a strategy standpoint was a very quick scalp. There's always multiple strategies. I would recommend when you're getting started, just figure out one strategy, but I have multiple strategies. And in this situation, I chose, let me just make this a very quick scalp. So let's see what happened as time continued to go on. So, well, yeah, so held for 4 seconds, made $350. But what happens if I had chosen another strategy? More specifically, you know what? Let's give some things time to work. Let's see what the price ultimately wants to do. You know, had I chosen that strategy, not the quick, what I call a sniper shot strategy, so had I not done the sniper shot, how would have things played out? So right there is basically where I got out. I bought the pullback to this trend line, got a little bit of a bounce as I was just mentioning. I chose a sniper shot, very quick trade. But had I chosen to let things work out, let's see how things would have done. And each of these represents 1 minute. So I'm going to count as we go. So there's 1 minute, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 25 minutes. Look how much higher the price went. But now let's assign some values to all of this. Now near its peak, the highest I could have gotten out at was right there at $247. And I do want to note that's not me cherry picking the high and saying this would have been if I had traded it perfectly. No, it actually went higher than that. But again, I just want to try to play and show you a more realistic viewpoint of what really could have happened. Again, this is all about keeping things real. So this is not me saying, oh, I would have nailed the top. No, I'm being modest in this potential of being able to sell for $247. So let's go through some quick math. Could have sold for $247, but actually remember I got in at $159. So let's subtract that out because that's just my way of saying, in other words, I sold $88 per contract too soon. And if you're not familiar with options, what you have to do to convert that number that you just saw into the actual profit is multiply by 100. So there's your first lesson into options. When you're trying to figure out how much money is involved, how much money you would have made, you just got to learn to multiply by 100. So 88 times 100 means I could have made on that trade $8,800. So when it came time to choosing which strategy to use,
He chose poorly.
but you know what? That is the reality of day trading strategies. You're going to have moments exactly like this where you feel like the biggest moron, you look stupid, and you know what? I didn't do anything wrong. Now, sure, in hindsight, I did something wrong, but here's what the voices in your head will oftentimes not remind you of. Let's say that I chose a sniper shot, and then remember, I wanted that price to go up, but let's say after I had gotten out, the price just plummeted down. What would I be saying? What would you be saying? You'd be saying, wow, well done. Way to take advantage of that quick little moment in time where you got out, you put $350 in your pocket in 4 seconds, and then it plunged. Good job, right? And those moments, they for sure happen. Where I'm sitting there saying, yeah, sniper shot, great. That was the right move to make. But I just want to be transparent and just show you the reality that sometimes your strategy, whatever the strategy is, you'll be able to look at it and say, you know, had I done that or had I chosen this, wow, it would have been so much better. And I don't want you to, when those things happen, I don't want you to take that and then start to question your own strategy. Your strategy is not broken. You just chose the wrong one. And hey, welcome to the party. If you think that you're always going to choose the right strategy, the right trade management, process and approach, then I have some oceanfront property in Iowa I would love to sell you. That's just not going to happen. These sorts of moments happen, and that's just the reality of day trading and day trading strategies as a whole. So never build a strategy thinking that you're always it's gonna operate perfectly in all circumstances. No, sometimes it's just gonna be the wrong one, and that is okay. That's the reality of things. So if you have any questions or anything like that, leave those down below. Have you ever been here? I mean, this has been one of my bigger ones in a while where, whoops. Well, now would I have held perfectly? Probably not. But like I said, I was still being very realistic. So yeah, $8,800 for 25 minutes instead of 4 seconds for $350. Yeah, but you know what? It happened. So if you have any sort of stories like that, leave those down in the comment section below. But I hope this helps, like I said. And if you enjoy these, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification so you know when new videos are released. And if you liked what you saw in terms of where I showed that live trade, I have an entire playlist of those. So make sure you go and check out that if you like that little portion of this video. So yes, there is some reality, some transparency into the world of building realistic trade plans. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.